Hello YouTube, it is Damien, it is the Rise of a Nation, it is episode 119, and today we have the second knockout round in the Europa League versus Feyenoord. If you didn't watch last episode, we did topple Bayern 04, in the end did it easy at home before drawing in a game that we got completely FM'd in, to be honest, away from home, but we didn't care because it means we're through in the tie. Look, we have done really well so far, obviously, and, you know, we've only played the one game since we last saw each other, and we nearly got FM'd again. Since the patch, we just don't score. Like, we dominate and we create, we just don't score. It doesn't matter what system I use. You know, the fact that we scored 5 against Bayern 04 has been the outlier, really, because we struggle. Like, Saunders were down to 10 men, and in the end, Silkenborg were down to 10 men, and we got 1 goal, but yeah, like, if it isn't the usual suspect scoring, a rotated side does not score for us, and I don't know why. It does mean in the league we're still 8 points clear. It also means that we're still undefeated. It also means that I've dropped still too many games, you know. We have not dropped 6 games, or, you know, 6 potential wins in a very long time, you know. We always had like 2 losses and a draw, or 2 draws and a loss, and, you know, I'm going to keep harping on it until we go and win. We're 2 games away from doing a preliminary phase undefeated season, which would be awesome. But really, the goal in the league is to try and go undefeated for the year. It's still on, but I still think we've been too patchy. But since we last met, I can't really complain. Look, the draw has been kind to us. If you watch the draw, we got down to 3 teams. Juventus was 1 when we came out. Feyenoord and Wolves are the other. Feyenoord were the easiest terms of coefficient. And look, I'd rather play a Dutch side than an Italian or an English Premier League side. However, Feyenoord are currently first in the Eredivisie, and their form has been very good. They won the Dutch Cup semi-final not too long ago as well to make the final. Their last loss was to Utrecht, but they've been winning games, and they had a draw against Ajax. I would say that, considering, they got a player, that's 2 players unregistered, there we go. Considering the fact that they're in unreal form, they're top of their division, I think Feyenoord would be more difficult to play on paper and on form than a team of Bayern 04, who, as much as they're in a higher reputable league and they're probably more reputable as a club, are currently sitting 14th, 15th in the Bundesliga. When we played them, they've won 1 game in their last 5, and they've been struggling all year. But Feyenoord are flying, they've got wonder kids, they've got regens. And I really do think that they are set up to play in a way that could beat us. The scouting reports have told us they're going to sit deep, they're going to play on the break, they're going to sit there and absorb it and look to hit you with pace. They've got pace. I've looked at their squad. Me and the chat both think and feel that this tie, as much as on paper and the game believes that this should be easier than Bayern 04, I personally think Feyenoord is a lot more difficult because they're in form, they've got quality, and they're quick, right? And they're going to play a system that should unsettle us. And it's got to be very much based on the fact, how often can we score, how many chances we're going to get from set piece and dead balls and long throws, considering they're sitting so deep, and what's going to happen when they win the ball. Are they going to go long and direct? Are we good enough to win it on the press? If we press really well, we're going to have a lot of chances. But at the same stage, if they absorb enough and they get the right counter-attack or 2, they could score a couple, like Bayern 04 did in the first leg of the last tie. Look, last time we were here, in the second round of the knockout stage in the Europa League, we played Lazio. We drew 1-1 at home in a game we dominated. We drew 1-1 in a game in Italy that we dominated. We conceded 94th minute that day as well. And we won the penalty shootout. Look, hopefully, we just do what we do best. If we have progressed and we're in such good form and, we're as good as we believe we are, we should go out here and we should beat them. However, I know there's quality in this team. I've seen it. I'm going to show you their quality, and hopefully we will be okay. Our team is going to be as normal as it has been, right? It's Munizaga, Tremble, Ortiz, Sanchez, Neff, Jefferson, Horn, Orbres, Yepi, Lars, and Penner. It's the same team that did draw 1-1 in Germany in a game that we had 14 shots, 9 on target, and should have scored like 3 or 4. However, it's also a very similar team that did beat Bayern 04 at home, 5-2, only difference is Rory Henderson was out and Sanchez was in. In terms of injuries, by the way, Biho wasn't going to play, but I has got a bit of a virus. Was probably going to sit this one out anyway to give Frank a spot, because if I need to chase the game, I will at home, especially. Anyhow, look, for me, it's all about fresh legs. We've got it. We've had 11-day gap since the last game anyway in the league, which I forgot. I rotated against Silkenborg 2 days after we played in the Europa League. Guess it's still fine. We still won, which is good. But, this team here is the team that's been scoring. Every time we rotate, we bring someone else in. They don't score. So we just need goals. This team is good. Eric de Kock is one of those regens that you go, wow. And they have got a team full of them. They are very, very good. Like, I would put them up there on our level. Maybe not everywhere, but they have got players that are up there that could really challenge us. And it's just up to us to see what we can do. As you can see, they've got Justin in goals. Justin isn't the worst keeper in the world, is he? The game doesn't rate him because of his speed and that, but I think technically as a goalkeeper, he still can cut the mustard. Stefano there as well, and Mepi Link. Still a very good fullback, but not the quickest. He's the sort of guy that we probably could target on the left-hand side with Jefferson's pace and agility, but at the same stage, this guy isn't going to be overly bad either. He's going to sit back and stay back at all times, which suits their style in their counter-attacking 4-2-3-1. But Jefferson should be able to run at him. Rossella is a 20-year-old Dutchman who isn't overly fit, but, growing still nonetheless and still physically okay. And they do have goes on the other side. The 27-year-old is very well-rounded. So an experienced centre-back with a one coming through, and both aren't overly bad and they aren't overly slow, and they're not physical. They don't have a glaring area where they're not bad at, but they're also very just well-rounded, not superstars. The fullback here is someone that we could potentially maybe look to get at. Peter on paper isn't the greatest, but he does do a few things correctly. And look, for them, they've got solid players, and then they've got some talent going forward, and we're about to see it. Gerard there is not the greatest Dutch midfielder, but good on the ball. Need to just kill this guy before he can play a killer pass, really, and that should be enough of that. Nikolai, the Russian 22-year-old, has got a bit of potential still to grow into. Still looks really well-rounded. Yet again, not the greatest, not the worst, but here we go, boys. Van der Heide is an experienced 30-year-old Dutchman who's still got the physicals and technically really good, and he's one of a few lads that know how to get forward, and this is why they play on the break, because they have got people going forward. Mahia is a wonder kid. He's unreal, he's pacey, he's agile, he's the star man in the middle. Mahia and de Kock are the two that we're going to have to watch out for, because if Mahia doesn't get you, de Kock probably will in this Vinewood side. He is 20, he is unreal, he is quick, and he is agile, and he knows how to run at people and cause havoc. And I tell you what, apart from his lack of finishing, this guy is going to be in and around, and he's not someone I'm going to look forward to going at against. They've also got the 28-year-old who's very technically gifted and still is very physical. We can't give Elias a chance up top. Anyway, Donny's the backup keeper. Wallin Dean is okay, not great. He's a very hard-working midfielder. Van Dijk looks pretty good at 26. To be fair, he's going to be a very good option off the bench for them. They've got Nikolai, the 20-year-old, who looks okay up front, but not the greatest. Eridim looks very good, but not great. He's not bad. He's very quick, which is not bad. And then the 32-year-old and Terrell and Donny aren't great, not bad. To be fair, actually, Donny is not a bad centre-back, so worth a scout. For me, they've got a solid team, but they've got potential to kill you in areas. Like, Mahal is going to be so good on the ball. They've got two very good wingers and a decent forward up top. Look, they're a team in form, and a team in form is always more scary to play a good side on paper that are out of form. They're maybe not as good pound for pound as Biro for and as pound to pound for us, but they have the potential to definitely do damage. Their bench isn't as good as ours. If we are as good as we believe we are, we should win this tie. Hopefully, we have the same repeat as what we did to Biro 4 in this leg, like we did in the first leg in Denmark against Biro 4 in the first knockout round. Look, for me, it's all about if we keep a clean sheet and we take a lead, we should win this tie. I hate playing the first tie at home. Everybody knows this, because you know if you concede, the tie's never over. Like, we won a tie 5-2 and we're nervous because we know if we lose 3-0, we're out, right? So hopefully we go out here and do the job. It's going to be all about how much can they absorb and how much can we score. We haven't been in the best goal scoring ability, but we also know that we know how to score goals. As it stands though, 10 minutes in dominating the ball, and it's an early free kick, and we have to be good from these, I feel, to have something in this game. Backstick, cleared away. Penner knows how to hit him from distance. Wheels around, beats a couple, went straight into the keeper's hands. An early goal would have been the perfect tonic here to really force Fine to come out that little bit more. As it stands, though, they've started working their way back into the game now, and 16 minutes played, it's been fairly even. Eugene Neff finds Jefferson, who gets down the line, and the ball comes in, it's cleared away, and it's going to be Neff's ball. It's going to be so important. Oh, Lars looked off. In the end, it is a free kick for offside. It's going to be very important that the inverted wing-backs get on the ball before Mahia does. As it stands, though, 25 minutes played, we're the only team to have shots in the game. But it's still 0-0 and final, that's perfect. And they now have had a shot on target as well. Look, we just need a goal. We need the early goal. We need the first one. Tremble's throwing is poor, and this is where they're dangerous. This is where we can't afford to give the ball away cheaply. In the end, Sanchez doesn't do enough, and Newport's going to come down this flank, and they're going to have options streaming. Here we go. Ball inside of the cock. He's quick, and he knows what he's doing. In the end, the ball was poor. Ortiz thumps, and it's cleared away, but only as far as them. But it's poor, and Yepi wins. Penna's quick. Penna's away, and Penna's one-on-one. Penna with a massive chance, and he's put it wide. It's one of those ties, boys, where we're not scoring. It's one of those games where we're not scoring, and that's problems. And yeah, they go long, like they said they would in the scouting report. And Tremble now finds Eugene Neff, good on the ball, has got options, looks for Lars. In the end, that is poor. Like, he really should, if he was going Lars, it's his feet, or if not, it's wide. That is poor from him, and they're going to go long again. And in the end, well won, but Mahia gets on it. In the end, Ortiz doesn't do enough. He does now, and Neff now on it. Now, fine feet, Eugene, and he does. Horn knows how to play a good ball, and he finds Penna. He's in. Keeper comes. He's hit the post. We're not going to score, are we? We're not going to score at home, are we? This is going to be either 0-0 or they win, isn't it? 40 minutes played. We've dominated the first half. We have not got a goal. This is not what we want. Thrash the arms. I'm far from pleased. We need a goal. We need to take a lead. We can't afford to concede. 50 minutes played. It is not happening out there at the moment. And time is ticking. And they have a corner. Ball comes in. In the end, Munizaga claims. It was a header at goal, and Munizaga claimed it well. Anyway, Ortiz now. He looks for Jefferson. Lars make a good run down the line. In the end, now he checks his run because Jefferson going on it. Penna's through the middle. Big chance! This time he hits the post, but it goes in. And from a moment of, uncertainty where Munizaga came and did pick up the ball in the box from the corner, we've gone down the other end and countered and scored. For all the good build-up play, it's a counter-attack from SFB, the old-style way of SFB. And in the end, it is 1-0, and we will take that here in Denmark. Now it's all about a clean sheet. A clean sheet in the second would be unreal. As things stand, though, 60-odd minutes played. Hopefully we can find another one. Anyway, Munizaga on the ball. He looks for Sanchez and finds him. And his ball out to Jefferson is good. And now we got options running through the middle. Lars isn't going to get on that one, though. It's a mistake. Penna, big chance. He's hit the post again. Oh, how many times are we going to hit the woodwork, man? Another throw-in. They're going to have to come out and attack if they want an away goal. 1-0 is probably not bad for Finewood. Anyway, Penna, 2-0 would be really nice. Anyway, Orbreast now, still with the ball. Eugene Neff, good to Lars, good touch, tackle. Jefferson, straight at the keeper. Lars now, find a pass. Jefferson, Horn blocked. We're all over him. They're at 6s and 7s, but can we put it away? The answer is no. In the end, Wirtz is going to come in for Lars, and I am going to bring Fan in for Alex Tremble, and Yeppy's going to go back a line. Tremble on the booking, don't want to go down to 10. 72 minutes played, 1-0, 15 shots, only 4 on target. It would be delightful to score a second, but conceding one now would be absolutely diabolical. Time is ticked, still 85 minutes played. This is not what you want, really. Frank's going to come out there here late doors to try and get a second. We need a second, I feel. A second is paramount for us. Conceding now would be horrid, but a second for us would be paramount. In the end, they've played out well. It's a ball out to De Kock, and he's quick and he's away. Yep, he's beat. Ball in, cleared away by Sanchez. In the end, it's just too deep for us to not get on it. Now it's about us winning the press here. We don't. They're going to score. They're going to score. Munizaga, what a block in the end. He didn't need him. It's cleared only for a corner. Do we park the bus? Do we just take 1-0 and realise it's not our day? Do we take 1-0 and it's not our day? I feel like it would... Oh, man. I feel like if we park the bus and we concede, I'll be livid. Got to make a change here just to waste some time. We've had 18 shots at home and we've only won 1-0. That is not good enough, I'm afraid. Against a Finewood side that was there for the taking, that is not good enough. And we are lucky they did not score late then. In the end, our goal has come from coming on the break. Penn has hit the post 2 other times. We've had 18 shots and only put 4 on target. And it's the same as what's usually been happening here in this system. Is that this system creates a hell of a lot of chances, but I tell you what it does do. We put a hell of a lot wide. I don't know what's happened since the patch, but this sort of game's been happening a lot since the patch. Where we go out there, we have chances, and we put everything freaking wide. What is it, we get 1 every 5 games and we score 5 goals. right? And hopefully that comes in the second tie in Holland. We need to go to Netherlands, we need to go there, and we need to score an away goal if we're going to get through. At the moment, if you're Feyenoord, you would have taken that and run straight back to Holland where they can play a bit more expansive football and maybe go at us. At the same stage, we didn't concede an away goal. An away goal would be massive. However, we are struggling to score goals in the league and now in Europe, and it's getting to the point where maybe we have to change the system. I know it sounds mad, but at the same stage, we know that we deserve a lot better going forward, right? We deserve a lot better going forward. At the moment, as much as this system is creating chance after chance after chance, we are not getting goals after goals after goals. Sometimes, even though you look at the matches and the games played and you see where the systems come into effect and you look at that and you go, oh, but you haven't lost in the system. Yeah, I also look at that and I go, I see a 1-0 and a 1-0 and I see a 0-0, a 0-0 and a 0-0 3 in a row, a 0-0 against Bromby, a 1-1 against Biro 4, a 1-0 against Silkenborg, and you look at all of it and I go, I reckon in all those games I had more than 12, 15 shots on goal and we did not win. Apart from PSG because we're down to 10 men. All the rest of those games, we've had 15 plus shots in those games, can nearly guarantee you. If not 12, right? In all those games, have we gone out there, dominated and scored goals? No. We've drawn a few. And if we don't do that again in Holland, if we go out there and we do not score, we're going to be in trouble. So do we go and maybe change the system? I don't think you can, considering on this run of form, but if we were to go out against Feyenoord, it would be the end of the system. I don't understand why it's happening either. I've gone back, I've looked at the shape, I've looked at everything, and you know what I see? I see perfection. I see like, you know what, when we lose the ball, we're good. When we win the ball, we get good. We get in clear-cut areas, we're having clear-cut chances, just everything's going wide and everything's going at the keeper and nothing's going in. And I don't know what it is since the last patch, but nothing goes in the back of the net, and I don't understand why. And at the moment, we could get FM'd out of the second round here in Europe, and it would be absolutely horrid. We're still staying here though, YouTube, because we've got the quarterfinal and semi-final draws here in the Europa League. Look, we're not through. We're not home and hosed. That's the sad part. We just need to get there though. Sevilla or Chelsea get... Oh my fucking God. It doesn't even matter if we get through now, because if we get Chelsea, we're out. Well, there you go. We're going to get Chelsea next round if we get through. Well, it was nice to know how we're going to do it. And if we manage to get through Chelsea, we would get actually a very easy semi-final in comparison. So, if we beat Chelsea, we've got a team that we beat this round last time in Lazio, Vienna, Salzburg and Zaragoza, who wouldn't be able to play their first choice keeper because we have him there on loan. That's nice. I tell you what, boys, if we somehow manage to win this tie and then beat Chelsea, Lazio, Vienna or Salzburg in the semi would not be bad. Jeez. I tell you what, if we can somehow get through Feyenoord, it will be Chelsea next. I can nearly guarantee you, barring some Sevilla magic, right? We would be in a big shot if we got through that tie to make the final. However, we can't think like that just yet. We've been in, when I say poor form, poor finishing form. Poor form in terms of what we expect here. We're a team that's usually known for fluent, free-flowing scoring goals. We're on a very attacking system. We're only scoring 1 goal a game. That isn't good enough. However, we're in good enough form that we are not lost in this system, and hopefully that stems to the fact that we won't lose there in Holland, and we will go and get a draw or a win, and we will go through to play probably Chelsea in the next round of the Europa League. See you guys in a second for the second leg. Let's not panic. Let's just believe that we're going to do what we normally do. However, the writing is on the cards for an absolute FMing, and I tell you what, I can feel it because it's been a bit of time since it's happened, and we're due. Welcome back, YouTube. It is time for the second knockout round, second leg here in the Coupe in Holland. It is going to be a massive game. We've got the 1-0 lead, obviously. Look, an away goal, we should be okay. You just never know. I did fully rotate here, and it's important to know ACH, Horsens, they're not great in the league. Like, they're bottom or second bottom, and they haven't got many points. We pumped them 4-1. I would imagine, even when the system isn't, like, producing goals, we will still score against the really obvious teams that you should score against. One thing I did do in that game is it was 0-0 for a bit. I turned and worked the ball into the box. Now, the reason why I don't use it in this system is because we're on such a high tempo, extremely high, and I do have pass in the space on I keep it shorter, but once the pass is there to be put into the space, I want it to happen. If you turn and work into the box, they won't look for that pass. They'll just knock it around and then look for the right moment to get it in there. And sometimes that means they will ignore a winger getting beyond or the Mazzala getting beyond. I turned it on against Horse and we scored 4. So just going to tell you right now that if it's 0-0 for a little bit, I will turn it on to try and encourage us to score if we're dominating. However, look, 1-0, we should be okay. Undefeated still in the league, which is great. As you can see, Horsens are on negative 28 and 12 points there. We should be beating them. Look, we know that more than likely we're going to get Chelsea. We need Sevilla to go and score 2 unanswered more than likely. We need Sevilla to win in London, right? And more than 1-0. We're going to probably get Chelsea. However, though, when you look at that, we also know that if you can... Look, as much as it's a grudge match against Chelsea, we're very unlucky to get Chelsea, the same way we're lucky to get Milan all those years ago when we weren't at our best, compared to this squad now and whatever. We know, however, if we beat Chelsea, we have to get through this tie first. If you final SFB Chelsea Sevilla, whoever you play in the quarterfinal, right? For us, it's more than likely Chelsea if we go through, and for final, it's more than likely Chelsea, and if it's Chelsea, it's more than likely us or final, right? Well, it is, that your semi-final is Lazio, Vienna, Zaragoza, or Salzburg. You got an Austrian, 2 Austrian sides, an Italian side that is on paper for a semi-final Europa League a good opponent to have, or Zaragoza, who are very hit and miss. For me, especially, they don't have their first choice keeper because Abad is the goalkeeper that is there at the moment, and he shouldn't be allowed to play. He's developing really well. He's looking really good. He's there as a important first-team goalkeeper. That would be massive. Now, look, we can't look that far ahead. We cannot. We have to go out here. We have to do the job. Important to know, this system only works with inverted wingers. Neff's on the yellow, so is Tremble. I cannot afford either of them to get suspended, really. If Neff gets suspended, I could play Ibe there. That's fine for a game. But if we're playing Chelsea, I can't really do it. Look, I'd rather let's just win this game, and if I've got suspension to deal with, let's go and deal with them when we get Chelsea. Plus, there's also the possibility Sevilla do the job. I would rather have Sevilla, just saying that. But we have to win this time, that's what matters. It's the same team that won 1-0 and dominated final, but only scored a goal. It's Munizaga, Tremble, Ortiz, Sanchez, Neff, Yepi, Orbres, Horn, Jefferson, Lars, and Penna up top. Same bench as well. We are going to go at the jugular. We need a goal. It's all up to the boys. Score prediction in the chat. I predict we win the game 1-0 again. I predict we win the game 3-1. I predict some goals in this one here. But we'll wait and we'll see what goes on. Look, they're going to be unreal at home because they are so good at home. In terms of their team, what have they got? They've lined up the same way. Goose is in. Did what? Dean play last time out? 18-year-old? No, they've got makeshift at the back. Wow, that's a big call. I like that for us. Rosinski's in there. The Russian was on the bench and he started here. He's a bit more of an attacking-minded player. That makes sense. Van der Dijk's in the middle. Moja's on the bench. Wowzers. That's good. They've slightly rotated against us. I don't know if that's because a couple people underdone or they might have had niggly injuries. But yeah, I don't know. But that's good for me. That's good for me. The fact that they have lined up, Van Dijk's in the middle. Van Dijk's still a very good technician. And that makes sense because he's more forward-thinking. But the guy at the centre-back, we should be targeting, boys. Lars and Penna should be going at him. He's not a natural centre-back in Eldine. Look, judging by they've rotated here, if they stay the same, I would be like, yeah. Or if they just put Lap in, I would understand. But at the moment, I look at that and I think they're there for the taking. Early long throw, an early away goal. We're in the driving seat. Tremble now throws it, looking for Lars, who heads it in. There we go. We get it away goal. It's from a long throw. We haven't scored from a long throw in a little bit as well, which is good. But we're 1-0 up here, 11 minutes in. That's perfect for us. And now it means that if they do beat us 2-1, we're through on away goals. They need 3 goals now in the tie. They have to come out and play football. They have to come out and really look to press us and move us around. I tell you what, if that's the way it's going to be, I'm happy. Anyway, Jefferson now finds Yepi. He puts a ball in towards Ortiz and he's a whisker away from making it 2 as he hits the top of the bar. It's a highlight straight away again. Like, we wouldn't mind this game having a little bit of sting taken out of it. Not going to lie, where the game just, kind of peters out. But at the same stage, a second goal for us would just kill the tie completely, you would imagine. And it'll be all over. And we say that, Sanchez brings it forward and finds Tremble. Sanchez again. and finds Ortiz as well. Tremble, Ortiz, looks for Penner. Won't find him like that, and De Kock's quick on the break. And this is where we have to nullify him as quickly as possible. Newport now. Van Dijk's good on the ball. Ball through should be Ortiz's. And he just... Look, play your keeper, man. We just give him back the ball. If they score now, it's not game over. Van Dijk, Ortiz, Tremble, Yeppie. Good movement. Albrecht now. Penner coming short, which I love to see. Now he drives inside, goes on a run. Lars breaks a line, but not given to him. Still Penner, what a run. Goes for gold in the end, straight at the keeper. Good start from us. We're looking good out there. We're looking like the better team. But an early good for Firewood means, you know what? It doesn't really change too much. Munizaga comes and claims. A second goal for us, it's game over. Very, very entertaining opening 20 minutes here so far. And Ortiz now on the ball, driving into the space, and he finds Yeppie coming a bit shorter, which is nice. He looks for Penner, what a ball. Lars needs to bust the gut. We need numbers in the box, really. He finds Lars, that's 2. What a ball from Penner. Lars on the volley. It's game, set, and match. Maybe a little bit early to say it, but they need 4 now, and I don't think they're scoring 4 without us scoring a third. So that is game over. And unlike in the first leg, we have put our chances to bed, which is great to see. In the end, Penner gets on it. He puts the ball in there, and Lars ain't going to miss that. What a technical volley that is. And in the end, it is 3-0 on aggregate, 2-0 in the night here in the Dutchland. It's all about, is Chelsea going to beat Sevilla, or Sevilla going to do us a favour? Which I don't think is going to happen. I think we're going to get one of the best teams still in the comp, which is Chelsea. It's going to be another quarterfinal where we get one of the favourites. No luck for us, but it's all right. Anyway, Van der Heide, ball in, cleared away by Sanchez. And laps Shov on the ball. And the Meppy link. Still going. Can't afford a turnover. And just does that. Jefferson's on the break. He's got numbers with him. But I think Jefferson's got one thing only. Goals. And in the end, he's put it well wide. 40 minutes played. We look unreal. We're going to be home and hosed. More than likely. And here we are. Anyway, good press from us. Decent enough. We didn't let them out exactly. But that's a good ball to Van Dijk, who finds... what was his first name? Elias, who goes on a run and hits it. But Munizaga ain't going to concede to that. And that is what we want to see. All right, 2-0 up, 3-0 in aggregate. This is where we just do a little bit of some strategic things, I reckon. Oh, it's maybe too early for that. Maybe it's too early for that. I don't know. Oh, Neff suspended anyway for the next leg. Fine. Can't afford Tremble to get suspended. Yeppie goes to there. Fran goes to there. Tremble out. So Neff's going to miss the first leg against Chelsea. That's massive. Tremble's going to come out to save that because I can't afford both. I'm just going to have to go play a good game for us, which he can do. He's got the physicalities anyway. To knock. Yeppie's been beat. Munizzaga's beat. Well, I tell you what, they only need 3 goals and a half, and just like in the first leg, they have a shot. You know, in the first leg, in the first game, you know, Bayer 04 I think scored very early in the second half and gave him a chance. In the end, from kickoff, Yeppie, just, not good enough. But that's why we're making sure that, what's his name, doesn't get suspended, Tremble, because I don't want that situation happening. We probably need another inverted right back at the club. Anyway, Neff with a ball who's going to be suspended. If they score a second now, it's game on. If they score a second now, it is game on. It's on for young and old. We really just need this one to tick away. Hopefully, we will. Anyway, Ortiz now. Finds a ball looking for Fran. Another goal for us will kill it. I would love to keep a clean sheet one time. Good ball. Penner shouldn't have missed this. Penner, thank you. Well, if it wasn't game over now, before, it's now game over. And it is 3-1, 4-1 on aggregate. We really don't need to stress, do we? Look, bring on Chelsea. Well, let's see how good we are. If we beat Chelsea, we should make the final, is what I'm saying. And anything can happen in a final. In the end, the ball gets fed to Penner. Penner now with a ball through past the keeper. It is 3-1, 4-1 on aggregate. I mean, maybe we could make it 5-1 here with a nice long throw from Yeppie. In the end, Yeppie does throw. Penner heads over the bar. Would have been a nice one for him. I think this is not a bad game to get Penner off as well and get Wirtz into. Why not? Do that. There we are. And we'll leave one change for whoever's really, really legless. 56 minutes played. Jefferson's ball in back stick. Cleared away, but only as far as Wirtz. And look, at the end of the day, doing it easy now, which is good. I wish we just did this in the first leg and we could have just been like, whatever happens in the second leg, just let's rotate or whatever. In the end, we look all right. Keepers come, and I tell you what, good keeping, because I thought Lars was going to get there. Munizaga apparently was at fault for their goal, according to the game. I don't think he was. De Kock's in again. See what I mean? Like, that's why we just... It should be dead. It should be dead. This game should be dead. highlight from kickoff. If we concede right now, my heart can't take this. Jefferson now, going down the line. Oh, we've turned it over. A goal for them right now would make things very interesting and very nervy, and they are moving it around really well. Why can't we just see this out? Why can't the game just tick away? Oh my God. Good block. Full saw him though. Just everyone breathe. Everybody breathe. They had 2 goals away and it's only 60 minutes played. I'm switching into the 4-3 to try and keep the ball and just time wasting a little. They need 2 goals. If they score now, wow. We've got to get FM out of a win here in thing. We can't win away from home in the Europa League at the moment. Time's ticking away. I've kind of just said that's it. Oh, it's a highlight. Oh my God. 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 Wow. We're going to get FM'd, aren't we? We're going to lose. We're going to lose. Oh, it is well won. Munizaga. Lars. Why is Lars playing at centre-back? What the fuck's going on here? Oh my God, I took off the wrong person. What? I definitely took off fucking Lars. Go to that. Oh, it's all happening here. We're losing my mind. We need a goal. That's what we need. Someone hit one. Friend! Fuck off! Fuck off, friend! Go fuck yourself! Come on! Go back to where you fucking came from. Fucking come on. Oh, it's getting nervy here. Should be game over. Again, I'm going to say it. Should be game over. I need 3 goals in 10 minutes. Surely this is it. Where is the anchor man? Why is he not there? Well done. Yep, he thumps it. Lars, bring it down. No. Falls to Fran. No. It's fine. It's whatever. Can this game stop having highlights? Am I allowed to win away from home, please, in the Europa League? Instead of getting FM'd every fucking game? Munizaga, good save. I should never have lost the Bio 4. Should have scored fucking mountain of goals. I've scored 4. I haven't conceded in fucking ages, really. Like, proper amounts of goals. We've somehow conceded 3 here. At one stage, all they needed was 2 goals. They had a chance to bloody put it to 4-3 their way. Can we just please just end this game? Just tick fucking away, please. Oh my God, it should not have got this nervy. We should, okay, so we're not going out now. Now it's a matter of just, can we win it on the night? Which we won't, because we're giving the ball away now. That is not good enough. Man, if we do this to Chelsea, we're going to go out. Wow. We are getting some serious FMing away from home in the Europa League. Some serious FMing away from home in the Europa League. 4-4 on the night. We've had 17 shots, 11. When's the last time we've conceded 4 goals in a game? When is the last time we've conceded 4 fucking goals in a game? What the flying fuck do you think you guys have done there? That is absolutely horrid. If I was in that dressing room, I would be losing my shit. That is ridiculous. That game should have been at 2-0, home and hose, keep the ball, work it around, score a third, score a 4, fuck the game off. Instead, no, let them back into it, 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 let them back into it. Fucking use a bit of this. If they want to win the fucking Europa League, they've got to use a bit of this. There was none of this there. Use a bit of your fucking noggin. Jesus Christ. That is not good enough. That is not good enough at all. That is absolutely stupid. And if we play that against Chelsea, that ain't good enough. When is the last time we've conceded 4 goals in a game? Can someone tell me? We're not allowed to win away from home. Here.
How much longer are you going to be?
Probably about 5 minutes.
Good. Then get off there.
When's the last time we've conceded 4 goals? I need to see. When it hasn't been like, Madrid or whatever. Even then, I think Madrid only beat us 3-1 and 3-1. I can't remember there we go, Copenhagen. We conceded 4 last year. In a dead rubber where they needed to make Europe and they scored 4 chances that they put on target. That is stupid, man. How does that... I had to go change system to see it out against Feyenoord. Imagine what Chelsea's going to do to me. We're not winning this competition. There we go, Chelsea are through. How do they get it through? Did they pump Sevilla in the end at home? Did they pump Sevilla? They drew 2-2, I tell you what. Not like Sevilla did anything. Chelsea are 8th in the league. Look, last year were the team to beat. Last year, the most reputable side in the world. And they were the side that, I had the most difficulty on Fm20. On Fm21, doesn't look like they're having their greatest year. Look, it's not a great tie. It's never a great tie when you get a Premier League side that's this good. But I tell you what, they're dropping games. We might be able to do it. We might be able to do something. Who knows? All right, I'm going to get off before I get my ass handed to me. Well, there we are. We're through. Did we do it easy? No. We should have done it easy. We're 2-0 up. 2-0 up. Should have been fine. 3-1 up. Should have been okay. Next minute, all of a sudden, they had 15 minutes to score 2 goals to send us out. And I tell you what, they had a chance to go 4-3 up. In the end, mercilessly we scored. We then handed them back a draw late doors. We do that against Chelsea, we are going to be walking our sorry ass out of this competition, and we would have conceded 10 or 15 for it. Hopefully, when we come back tomorrow on stream, we will hopefully do better against Chelsea. I am off for the night. I'm off YouTube. Thank you very much. Hopefully, next episode against Chelsea, we do a lot better than what we did against Milan. At least we're away from home first. I'll see you then. Thank you and goodbye.